headshots. We learned the importance of good shot placement, we learned how altitude can affect a pellet's trajectory, and in this episode we are going to continue where we left off, this time nearing the 100-yard mark.
Nice.
This bird just really didn't see this coming. It was perfect placement.
The wind is actually pretty inconsistent. It's swirling around a bit and changing direction, but what's nice is that I can use the ripples on the dam right behind me as a reference point to find out the immediate wind direction.
Because I'm taking a number of shots at the same distance here, I decided to use the elevation turret. I adjusted 17 minutes of angle or 68 clicks and then just held off for the wind. Again, it's a perfect shot right in the spine, and remember in the previous episode how I spoke about their tails flaring out? Well, it's exactly the same with this bird. And with that bird still on the roof, they just keep on coming.
Now I don't know about you, but this whole mating with a dead bird thing is just creeping me out, so let's end this now, shall we? I'm not really happy with what the wind's doing at the moment. It's picked up a little bit and it's changed direction, so it's blowing from the side now. It's making things pretty difficult. So we're going to try and find a new shooting position and let's see how we go from here.
Before changing spots, I decided to pick up some of the birds that I'd shot, as there were a number of crows circling around just waiting for me to turn a blind eye. I know exactly where I want to set up next, but before I move off to spot number 2, I decided to take a break and get some lunch to eat. From my picnic spot on the grass, I can see all kinds of interesting animals going about their daily routines. These ground squirrels were scampering about and stealing corn from the feeders, and I actually shot a couple of them on the farmer's request. I shoot these quite often as they can be a serious pest around here, but they should not be mistaken for these mongoose. These animals are great to have around. They actually eat snakes such as the Cape cobra, rinkels and puff adder, which are the cause of many deaths in this area. And although I'm supposed to be taking a break, I just can't resist taking some more shots from the grass. Now this is quite an interesting one to watch slow down, because if you look at the placement, it should have been lights out immediately. But I somehow think the pellet might have deflected off the wing bone and passed through the breast instead of continuing through the vitals. For this bird it was lights out. I hit him really hard. During this particular time of the day, about 12:30 PM, there was quite a lull in bird activity. They were still around, but they all seemed to be perched instead of flying around in flocks and feeding like they usually do. This is quite a close shot, and again, there's that flared out tail we've been talking about. Alright, this is the last bird shot in this video, and this right here is why I have a silencer on my rifle. The first shot is a clean miss for whatever reason. I'll take the blame for that one, but he stays exactly where he is, quite possibly not even hearing the shot at all, and that allows me to take a second shot. And that's it for this episode, guys. In part 3 we'll get to